hotel just
any ahunto FM maka one boom say
if I
the
go
woman
go back to
e
junior
be buy
high,
abo
I
ano
would have gathered
me
the
me
courage
de
just to say
bia
hi to
sa
the
na
pretty
e
girl
ko
who was always
e
looking
ma
fly
akwa
wherever she did.
na
Oh,
yami adomu no and then so
if
ye
I go fit go
no
back to
mienu
JSS,
e wo ye
like
ntem a
Mr. Afia
omo
never
adwa
go
be
last
sie ni na enche
because I
bia
would
no
have studied
I
hard
will
enough to
introduce
answer all the
the
questions
to you.
he asked me.
It
Charlie,
call a
school
friend,
the beat, back class
call
the
a
ball.
friend,
School the
call a
beat,
friend.
back class the
That
ball.
academic
School the
showdown
beat, back class the ball.
airborne.
That's what
Academic
I used
showdown
to think before.
airborne.
School the
So
beat,
we are
back
all
class the
welcome.
ball. They say school
This
the beat,
morning,
back class the ball.
we have
School
the
beat,
Salvation
back
Army
class the
School
ball.
from Tema Community
That's what I used to think
against
before, but now I know
Sakumono
better.
TWMAJHS.
Tell me I say I know
Sakumono
better. Because right here I'm a go-getter.
TWMAJHS against Salvation Army School.
If I
Against
go back
Salvation
to
Army
SS,
School.
see my behavior would
Salvation
have been
Army
against
School.
best, and my
All right.
lectures would have been my inch.
You got Salvation Army School. Yeah, teacher na say ye penny a ohwe so Madam Jifa Adagbe. Madam Jifa Adagbe. Na ye coaches and omo hwe nkola no etete omo ye Prince Otu na Bridget Asamoah and then anope omo studio ha hwe se bibia be koso na Salvation Army ye motto excellence and service. Excellence and service. Oko Sakumono TWMAJHS ye penny a ohwe school no so Mr. Ernest Dakudati na your coaches Mr. Dennis Debra and Mr. Isaac Wule. Now motto knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. It's no pay excellence and service against knowledge is power. At the end of the day, we will see who is who. Ebiom Sunu, I have in the studio with me to make sure that everything is set. The Inspector of Schools of Tema West Education Municipality, Madam Abena Brown, and then I also have in studio Mr. Philip, our sign language coordinator. Academic showdown.
The battle of brains.
So you are welcome.
Thank you.
So I want you to introduce yourselves. I will start with Sakumono TWMAJHS. Give us your name and your class. Speak to the mic, please.
I'm Prince Kobna. I'm from Sakumono TWMAJHS.
Class.
Class B SS3 SHS.
Are you in SHS 3?
8 Form 3.
Form 3. You are welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, please, the next person.
Faustina Abamensa, Sakumono TWMAJHS, Form 3.
Form 3. Thank you very much. Let's go to Salvation Army.
I'm Ajesu Asam. I'm in Form 1.
Form 1, okay.
Right, Esiedu Nyaku, Basic 8.
Basic 8. Okay. So you are all welcome to Academic Showdown.
Thank you.
All right. So we are going to have 4 beautiful rounds of competition. My work is very, very simple, but yours is simpler. I ask the questions, you give me the answers. I don't get any mark for asking questions, but you get marks for what? Give me the correct answer. Are we ready to go?
Yes.
Are we ready to go?
Yes.
Academic Showdown.
The battle of brains.
I am not feeling your vibe. Academic Showdown.
The battle of brains.
So I am starting with Salvation Army. Round 1. The round of English. The round of English. Alright, Salvation Army. Answer this question. Plot in work of art. When we talk about plot in work of art, what does it mean?
Sequence.
Sequence of. Okay, I'll give it to you. Sequence of events. I'll give it to you for 3 points. 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 Your question. Sakumono TWMA. Sakumono TWMA. The following are associated with oral literature, except. So you have only one attempt. I am going to mention the answers. You give me one which is not what? Part of oral literature. A. Legends. B. Folk tales. C. Riddles. And then D. Prose.
Prose.
Prose is correct for 3 points. Prose is correct for 3 points. Salvation Army. Your question. I am going to read a sentence, and your work is to choose or give me what best explains it or what best completes it. All right. So your question is this: it is hoped that Kumasi will not become Dash as Accra. Kumasi will not become Dash as Accra. You have only one attempt. A. Concentrated. B. Congregated. C. Conservative. And then D. Congested.
Congregated.
I am sorry for a bonus.
Congested.
Congested is correct for 1 point. Congested is correct for 1 point. 1 point for Sakumono TWMA. Now your major question. Sakumono TWMA, your major question. Now, Dash, the warning of the weatherman, the fisherman went to sea. Dash, the warning of the weatherman, the fisherman went to sea. A. In spite of. B. Apart from. C. In case of. D. Instead of.
In spite of.
In spite of is correct for 3 maximum points. It's correct for 3 maximum points. Salvation Army, your major question. Now this time round, I am going to read a sentence to you. Out of that sentence, I am going to highlight one of the words. Your work is to give me another word, which is what? Nearest in meaning to that word. I hope you are ready. So Salvation Army, let's go. We all thought Dariel's argument were flabby. We all thought Dariel's argument were flabby. The underlined or highlighted word there is flabby. Give me a word that is nearest in meaning to flabby.
Difficult.
You have one more attempt?
Interested.
No, sir. Let me try Sakumono TWMA for a bonus.
Funny.
No. Flabby is either it's weak, it's soft, it's incapable, it's not strong. If an argument is flabby. All right. Your major question, TWMA. Alcoholics must abstain from drinking. Alcoholics must abstain from drinking. Now, your highlighted word is abstain. Give me a word that is nearest in meaning to abstain.
You shouldn't drink alcohol.
A word. Okay, you've been bailed out. Let me try Salvation Army.
Avoid.
Avoid. Okay, I'll give it to you for 1 point. Avoid, I'll give it to you for 1 point. I'll give it to you. But the word I was looking for was refrain or desist. Avoid. Please, that 1 point, let's hold it. Don't give it to them yet. Let me keep it in my pocket. I will think about what to do with it. Now, your major question, salvation. We have been advised not to do things that are abominable. We have been advised not to do things that are abominable. The highlighted word there is abominable. Give me a word that is nearest in meaning to abominable.
Against.
Against. No, I will not accept that.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. Things that are abominable. Dangerous. No, let me try salvation. Sakumono TWMA. Abominable.
Vow.
Yes, VAR is correct. I'll give it to them. VAR is correct. I'll give it to them. So I'll give it to them for 1 point. Dangerous, I don't think dangerous will work in this country. Now, the final question for this round, and that goes to Sakumono TWMAJHS. My mother is skilled in domestic affairs. My mother is skilled in domestic affairs. The highlighted word is domestic. Give me a word that is similar in meaning to domestic, or nearest in meaning to domestic. Home. It is not contextual. My mother is skilled in domestic affairs.
Household.
Household. I'll accept household for 3 points. And that brings us tentatively to the end of the first round. Ladies and gentlemen, it is academic showdown, the battle of brain. It is between Sakumono TWMA JHS and then Salvation Army. Just gone by is the first round of English. And then, no, let's hold on with the one. Yes, let's go. Okay, give it to them. Give the one to them. So we are waiting for the scores, and then we want to remind you that the show is proudly supported by Sinomi Instant Noodle. Sinomi Instant Noodle, taste the difference. Sinomi Instant Noodle. So at the end of the first round, this is how the school stand. The Salvation Army JHS has 4 points, and Sakumono TWMA JHS is having 11 points. Academic showdown.
The battle
Of brains.
Hey, let me hear you. Academic showdown.
The
battle
of brains.
Don't sleep on me. Round 2, the round of mathematics. I started with you, right? So I'm starting with you. Now, Sakumono TWMA. What is the measure of the total interior angle of a kite? It is still 15 seconds. Kite. You've been bailed out. Let me try Salvation Army. Obviously, there is no response. Salvation Army, your major question. What is the measure of a complete angle? Complete angle.
360 degrees.
360 degrees is correct for 3 points. Is correct for 3 points. Now, Sakumono TWMAJHS, your major question. Now, listen to this. The quotient, I'm going to give you a statement, and you will give it to me mathematically. The quotient of K and M. The quotient of K and M. How will you write it mathematically? The quotient of K and M is.
K plus M.
You have one more chance.
The sum of K and M.
No, madam. Let me try Salvation.
K multiplied by M.
No, sir. Quotient. It cannot be multiplied.
KM.
K divided by M.
But that is for no marks. That is for no marks. So both of you lost that. Now, Salvation Army, your major question. I'm going to give you another statement. Give it to me mathematically. Y is decreased by 4. Y is decreased by 4. How will you write this mathematically?
Four minus y.
You have one more attempt.
Y minus 4.
Y minus 4 is correct for 3 points. Y minus 4 is correct for 3 points. Sakumono TWMA, your major question. Your major question. What is the name given to a quarter area of a circle? Quarter area of a circle. What is the name given to a quarter area of a circle? It is still academic showdown.
Semicircle.
You can do better.
Radius.
No, sir. Let me try Salvation Army.
Half.
No, sir. The answer is quadrant. The answer is quadrant. Quarter of a circle can never be Half. Where do you hear that from? No, sir. Now your major question, Salvation Army. Give it to me for 3 points. Dash is a line that touches a circle at a point and does not cut across the circle.
Tangent.
Tangent is correct for 3 points. That is very correct for 3 points. The last set of questions for round 2. And the first one goes to Sakumono TWMA. Now, for a movie disc of radius 14 centimeters, find the circumference of the disc. Find the circumference of the disc. For this, I have 20 seconds. Find the circumference of the disc. Yeah, academic showdown. The brains are really at work. Yes, any response? Akumono TWMA, we are waiting for you. You have been bailed out. Let me try Salvation Army. You don't have any time to discuss. Give me the answer.
660.
No, madam. No, madam. Your major question, I'll give you the answer later. Now, a circular pond has diameter of 21 meters. Diameter of 21 meters. Calculate the circumference of the pond. Yes, Salvation Army is on the show, trying to give us an answer on the circumference of a circular pond. They have 30 seconds. Fighting against the time. Yeah. The brains are really at work. They have been bailed out. Let me try Sakumono TWMA. No, shake the head. The lady shook the head. Basa, 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 basa. So that brings us to the end of the second round, and let me help you. So the first one, the movie disc. You've been given the radius to be what? 14 centimeters. And you have to find the what? The circumference. So you use what? 2 pi r. So 2 times 22 out of 7 times 14. So you'll be getting 2 times 22 times what?
14 over 7.
So when you solve it, well, you get 88 centimeters. Then for the circular pond, if you are given the diameter, the circumference is what? Pi d. You know that. So it is what? 22 out of 7 times 21. When you do the computation, you have what? 66 meters. That brings us to the end of the second round, brought to you by Sinomi Instant Noodle, our major supporter. So at the end of the second round, this is how the schools stand. This is how the schools stand. The Salvation Army is having 13 points. And Sakumono TWMA decided not to answer any question in this round. So they still have 11 points. Academic showdown.
The battle of brains.
Now you have found your voice. Okay. All right. So I'm now starting with the Salvation Army. This question is to the two of you. Now, in 1951 general election, there were two parties who won some number of seats. One of the parties is the CPP, and the other one is the UGCC. Now, for you, give me the number of seats won by UGCC in that election. That is Salvation Army. How many seats were won by UGCC in that election? The 1951 general election.
34.
Oh, no, please.
8.
No, sir. Let me try Sakumono for a bonus. Their faces look like they don't have any idea. All right. So your major question, I'll come back to that question. Now, CPP, how many seats did they win in that election? The 1951 general, how many seats did CPP win? You have 15 seconds. So go ahead and talk to me. Yes. Look at me and talk to me. Uh-huh. Please, if you don't know, just tell me you don't know. Yeah, so thank you. Let's remember that. Yes, for a bonus.
38 seats.
34 seats, not 38 seats. The UGCC won 3 seats and the CPP won 34 seats. I know what has gone on in your mind. Now, your major question, and it goes to the two of you once again. Apart from Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, right? Mention one other person who is a founding member of the Convention People's Party. Apart from Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, this one goes to the two of you. Just give me one person for 3 points.
JB Dankwa.
Wait, let me call your name. Salvation Army. Salvation Army, let's go.
JB Dankwa.
Is that your final answer?
Akweje.
Okay, I don't think you have it. Let's go to Sakumono TWMA. Just one person.
George Grant.
George Grant. Really? Okay. I won't give it to you two as well. So I have K. Bedema, I have Kojo Bochwe or Bocho, N.A. Welbach, Mr. Jewu, Mr. Plank, Krobo Edusei, Mr. Bako, Mr. Ashe. Does it ring a bell? This name, did they ring a bell?
No.
You don't know them.
Say I know.
You know about what happened. Anyway, the third set of questions for this round. Now, to Salvation Army. Salvation Army, your question. The political arrangement in which different or opposing groups take part in the governance together is described as who should try and see? You won't try and see. You're asking your friend to try and see. You have been bailed out, yes? Uncle Day. You have been bailed out. It's called what? Okay, I'll give you the answer later. Now, your major question, Sakumono TWMA. The system of government by the whole population or all eligible members of state, typically through elected representation, is known as Sakumono TWMA.
Democracy.
Democracy is correct for 3 points. Democracy is correct for 3 points. And the other one, where you have different groups, opposing groups, managing at the same time, governing at the same time, is called what? Power sharing. Power sharing. Is it familiar? You heard it before? Okay, now your major question. The last question for this round. For you, and then you also have your 10. So, Salvation Army, answer this beautiful question for me, and I will give you 3 points. All of these are types of social security programs, except, so you have one attempt. A, welfare scheme. B, contributory scheme. C, employee assisted scheme. And then D, employers assisted scheme. You have just one attempt. You fail it, I move to the next school.
C.
Which one is C? Should I mention C to you? C is employee assisted scheme, and that is not correct. So for a bonus, yes.
A.
A is very, 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 very wrong. A is welfare scheme, and the answer there is employers assisted scheme. The final question for the third round goes to Sakumono TWMA JHS. The totality of actions and behavior or behaviors of the individual shaped through interaction with others is referred to as the question again. The totality of actions and behaviors of the individual shaped through interaction with others is referred to as
Peaceful peaceful coexistence or harmony.
no. I will not take it. It's not correct. Yes, let me try Salvation Army. The facial expression is obvious. So the answer there is what? Self. I say, So that brings us tentatively to the end of the third round. And we are announcing to you that the show is sponsored by Sinomi Instant Noodle. Sinomi Instant Noodle. Sinomi Instant Noodle. Sinomi Instant Noodle. So at this stage, we have a substitution. At this stage, we have a substitution. So who is doing a substitution? So who is gone? Who is gone? Give me the name. Who is gone? Ama. Ama, thank you for coming. You are welcome.
Thank you.
I will let you introduce yourself. But at the end of the wow. Hey, what a competition. At the end of the third round, this is how the school stand. In the third round, Salvation Army also decided to answer no question. So they still have 13 points. And then Sakumono TWMA is having 14 points. Academic showdown.
The Battle of Brains.
All right. So, my sister, introduce yourself, your name and your class.
My name is Olivia Kusi and I'm in B7.
B7, Basic 7. So, Olivia, you are welcome to Academic Showdown.
Thank you.
The round of science and computing, which also doubles as the round for the challenge of the day. I start with you, right? Yes. So, Sakumono TWMA, your question. A ray of light is reflected through an angle of 67 degrees. Calculate the angle of incidence. 20 seconds. It is Academic Showdown, the battle of brains. We are in the science and computing rounds. Yeah? Do I have an answer?
24.
No, sir.
38.
No, madam. For a bonus, Salvation Army. A bonus, Salvation Army.
56 degrees.
56 degrees. No, madam. So because of the next question, I'm holding on to the answer. Now, your question. If the angle of ray of light, if the angle a ray of light makes with a reflecting surface is 15 degrees, what will be the angle of reflection?
Sir, please, the question again.
If the angle a ray of light makes with a reflecting surface is 15 degrees, what will be the angle of reflection? Yep.
30 degrees.
No, madam. Hello? Let me have the next one. Okay, for a bonus, yes. Obviously, the facial expression doesn't show that you ought to answer. So please, this is very easy, right? When we talk about reflection, the first one is talking about the first law of reflection. You have been given the what? The reflected angle or the angle of reflection as 67 degrees. And you know the first law is what? The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of what? Reflection. So if it is 67 degrees, you don't even need a calculation. The angle of reflection and the angle of incidence are both what? 67 degrees. And in your case, you are given the angle at which the ray hits the surface. So for you to get the angle of reflection, you need to subtract that 15 from what? From 90. And that will give you what? 75. All right. Your major question, Sakumono TWMA. Answer this for 3 points. The practice of applying fertilizer to the soil surface next to growing plants is termed. Next to growing plant is termed. You have 15 seconds. Yes.
Fertilization.
Fertilization. You have taken us very, very far. You have one more attempt. You've been bailed out. Yes.
Side dressing.
Side dressing is correct for 1 point. Side dressing is correct for 1 point. Now, Salvation Army, take this for 3 points. Where fertilizer is applied to rows of crops is known as yes. Say it. You who say so? You have 15 seconds. So. You've been bailed out. Yes. Sakumono TWMA for a bonus. Wow. The facial expression shows that. So that one is not side dressing, but it's what? Band placement. Band placement. Band placement. Now, your major question, Sakumono TWMA. The particle, I'm going to describe a particle, and you give me the name of that particle. This particle has a mass of about 1 out of 1,840 atomic mass unit. What is the particle? What particle is that? It's a subatomic particle. What particle is that?
Electron.
Electrons is correct for 3 points. Electrons is correct for 3 points. Now, Salvation Army. This particle is also a subatomic particle, but it does not contribute in determining the mass of an atom. What is that particle? You have 2 attempts.
Neutron.
No, madam.
Proton.
No, madam. Yes, for a bonus.
Electrons.
Electrons is correct for 1 point. Electrons is correct for 1 point. The last set of questions for this round. Answer this for 3 points. Sakumono TWMA. If a computer user wants to select a predefined design that will add beauty to his or her presentation, which of these tools will he choose? You have 1 attempt. Slides, template and theme, task panel, transition.
Template.
No, madam, I will not take template and themes. For a bonus to Salvation Army.
Slides.
No, madam, the answer is transition. The answer is transition. The final question to Salvation Army, and then we move to the challenge of the day. I am going to describe a certain part of the computer. It controls and monitors communication between the hardware devices attached to the computer. Again, it controls the input and output data. The input and output of data. Checks that signals have been delivered successfully. Which part of the computer am I talking about? A, control unit. B, memory unit. C, arithmetic logic unit. And then D, registered. You have 1 attempt.
Memory unit.
I disagree with you. Let me try Sakumono for a bonus.
A.
A is what? You have to pay attention. It's a bonus. A is what? Okay. A is control unit. I'll give it to you for 1 point. I'll give it to you for 1 point. I'll give it to you for 1 point. So that brings us to the end of the 4 rounds. And now we move to the challenge of the day. And in the challenge of the day, our contestants are given a very easy question in science. Their work is to look at the questions. Are we doing substitution here? For who? Oh, we have started the rounds and you want to do substitution now. Anyway, director said you're going to Omra. So you have you are lucky you are my boss. You have 5 seconds. Sorry, 5 minutes. The way my timekeeper looked at me. So the question. Wait, before let me read the question out. Give me yours. Let me read it out. So that I'll give you time to start. So a boy threw a 20-gram stone at a bird of mass 10 grams, perching on a branch of a tree 5 meters above the ground. If the stone gained 4 meters at the bird each second, and the bird fell to the ground at 3 meters per second, calculate. Take G to be 10 meters per second squared. A, the potential energy of the bird. D, the kinetic energy of the bird. C, the kinetic energy of the bird just before it fell to the ground. Then 2, in a class lesson, a fowl was dressed by a group of students. After degating, they made some observations. Make a list of 4 unique parts of the alimentary canal of the fowl and state one function of each. Your time starts now. Academic showdown. So the show is proudly supported by Sinomi Instant Noodle. Sinomi Instant Noodle. Sinomi Instant Noodle. And we want to remind you that Sinomi Instant Noodle comes in 2 delectable flavors. It comes in 2 delectable flavors. It comes in 2 delectable flavors, the vegetable and the chicken flavor. So whether you are a veggie lover or a chicken enthusiast, we've got the taste that will make your taste bud dance. If you want it in bulk, kindly call 0243 399999 and our friendly team is ready to take your orders. You can find Sinomi Instant Noodle at various distribution outlets across the city. In Medina Market, visit Busy Road Supermarket, Mama Jem Enterprise, or Muhammad Ali Enterprise. Heading to Ashama, check out ABL Commodities on the Ashama Zenu Road or at Pink Lady Junction, opposite the carpenter shop. At Ashama Market, you can find us at Penel Happy Store, Hotimli Ageji Enterprise, and Double Latter. In Kaswa, stop at Listowel Kote Enterprise just after the Kaswa overhead. Over in Domi Market, pick up your favorite Sinomi flavors at Key Trading Center, J Enterprise, Coleman Trading, and Jusama Enterprise. For our friends in Koforidua, Nelsban Company Limited has got it covered. And those of us in Whole Market, you are also covered as well. So why wait? Grab a pack of Sinomi Instant Noodle today and enjoy a meal that's not just quick and easy, but incredibly tasty too. Sinomi Instant Noodles. Taste the difference. Taste the difference. Taste the difference. So we want to say a very big thank you to our Director of Education, Tema West Municipality, Director Makati Mensa. We salute you for the great job you are doing, and all your able lieutenants, Mama Fati, Mr. Odum, Mr. Ziem, Mr. Odro, Mr. Ziem, and then my ever-present help in time of need, the Inspector of Schools herself, Madam Abina Brown. Erapia, we salute you. Erapia, we salute you. All our CISOs, we salute you all for the great job you are doing, as well as all our head teachers and hard-working teachers, as well as the office staff. Thank you so much. We also want to thank the following hard-working staff, very, very hard-working staff, making sure that the show is on every Saturday at 11 a.m. Very, very hard-working staff in Ahunto FM here. Very, very cooperating, making sure that everything is on point. Want to thank all of them. And then our able producer, Madam Eunice Nanaya Opoku, thank you so much for making sure that we are always on. Our social media administrator, Mr. Alex Kobina Amo, salute you. Our technical assistant, Jeff Tansa. Our timekeeper, Mr. Salif Fuzaka Riziba. Our online administrator, Mr. Romeo Tete. And then Mr. Emmanuel Yawesiedu, Michael Nikwe, our technician. And then my able co-host for Academic Showdown, as well as the programs manager, Nana Dogbe. We salute all of you. Mr. Philip, thank you so much for making sure that our friends on the other side are not left out, since we are preaching inclusion. So, Mr. Japtansa, our technical man, thank you so much. Thank you so much. God willing, next week we'll have another 2 set of schools here. Kotobabi 2 TWMAGHS versus Klagon TWMAGHS. Kotobabi 2 TWMAGHS versus Klagon TWMAGHS. They will be battling out here next week. Exactly 11 o'clock. Academic Showdown will be airborne. So, is our time not up? 5 minutes left. So, wow. All right. So, let me remind you that as students listening to the show, and parents as well as all of us, always remember what you have learned. Your education is your life. Guard it. So our time is up. Please, let's collect the scripts. Please, hand over. Hand over, hand over, hand over, hand over, hand over. Hand over, hand over. Stop work. Hand over. Thank you. So we are doing the marking. So whilst the question, no. So whilst we do the marking, remember that, always remember what you have learned. Always remember what you have learned. Your education is your life. Guard it well. Guard it well. Proverbs chapter 4 and the verse 13. Taken from the Good News Bible. Always remember what you have learned. Your education is your life. Guard it well. In other words, the more you learn or the more you know, the more you do. Now let me come in studio and talk to us. Hello. Talk to me. Look at me now. How was it? Salvation Army. How did you go? How did you go? Tell us. Talk to us. I'm sure Madam Jifa is listening to you. How did the whole show go? Was it as expected? You are not. Speak to the mic. You are not expecting these questions.
Yes.
Which questions were you expecting? Give me an example of a question you're expecting. So you are trying to say that your preparation didn't go this way. Anyway, that is the fun part of Academic Showdown. All right. You want to say something? How was it? Please, the other contestants, you can come in. The other contestants, please come in. Those who are substituted, please come in. Yes. Madam, let's hear you. Look at me. Why are you looking at the marking? You are so interested in the marking. Yes. Anything for us? You want to share something? All right. Let me go to Sakumono TWMA. Please come and stand behind your screen. Yes. How did you go? How was it?
It was great.
It was great.
Yes.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes.
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 So when you sat down, were you afraid? You are afraid of who?
The questions.
The questions. Did you see the questions? You are afraid of the questions?
No.
So why are you afraid? You only saw me carrying far. So to say that you are afraid of questions, I'll begin to suspect you that you have seen the questions before time. Anyway, so that is how we do it here. Academic Showdown is the battle of brains. you really need to prepare, because we are not going to give you questions that you just guess and get the answer. But all the same, you have all done well. Let's wait for the scores. Is that okay? So we want to remind you that next week, God willing, Kotobabi 2 TWMAJHS is coming up against Klagon TWMA JHS here in the studios of Ahunto 92.3. After next week's show, we'll have one more show to crown the prelims. Then the winners will move to the next stage. So Academic Showdown is on till somewhere November. We want to tell you that never miss any of the shows. You will learn, and then you will also have fun at the same time. So the show is proudly supported once again by Sinomi Instant Noodle, which comes in 2 delectable flavors, the vegetable and the chicken flavor. Whether you are a veggie lover or a chicken enthusiast, we've got the taste that will make your taste bud dance. If you want it in bulk, kindly call 0243 399999, and our friendly team is ready to take your orders. On the other way around, if you are in a Medina market, kindly visit Busy Road Supermarket, Hamad Enterprise, or Muhammad Ali Enterprise. Heading to Ashama, check out ABL Commodities on the Ashama Zenu Road or Pink Lady Junction, opposite the carpenter shop. At Ashama Market, you can find us at Penel Happy Store, Hotemli Ageji Enterprise, and Double Latter. In Kaswa, stop at Listoa Kote Enterprise, just after the Kaswa overhead. In Domi Market, pick up your favorite Sinomi flavors at Kid Trading Center, J Enterprise, Koma Trading, and Jusamu Enterprise. For our friends in Kofredia, Nels Bank Company Limited has got it covered. And don't forget, you can find Sinomi Instant Noodles at Whole Market as well. So why wait? Grab a pack of Sinomi Instant Noodles today and enjoy a meal that's not just quick and easy, but incredibly tasty too. Sinomi Instant Noodle. Taste the difference. We are also glad to inform you that the Tema West Education Municipal Directorate is 5 years old. Oh, let me hear hooray, let me hear hooray, let me hear hooray. Yeah, we have 5 years. And as part of our preparation, we have lined up series of activities, one of which is the Academic Showdown that we are collaborating with Ahunto 92.3 FM to bring you. And in due course, we'll give you the full view. We'll give you the full view. We'll give you more about our programs that are being lined up. So I have the scores in front of me. Sakumono TWMA, you were able to, the question 2, you were able to give us gizzard, but you didn't state the function. So you had half over there. Okay, you get the function. Gizzard grinds the food into simple, smaller substances. Accepted. So out of a total of 10 for the order, the child of the day, you had 1.5. And then this one is for who? That's Sakumono. Then for salvation, you did well. You wrote a lot. In fact, you filled the whole paper. But after filling the whole paper, you had half. After all the filling you have done. Oh, okay. My director say, looking at your faces, she just had to give you half. So you got half. You didn't attempt the question, you had half. Anyway. So at the end of the completion, this is what I was expecting. Now, you are supposed to, the mass of the stone, the question 1, get the mass of the stone and the mass of the bed. Convert it to what? To kilograms. When you convert both of them to kilograms, you get half, that is 1. When you are able to find the potential energy, which is going to be 1 joule, you also get what? Half. So that will give you 1.5. Then the kinetic energy goes to the same process, you get 1.5. Then the kinetic energy just before the stone fell is also what? 1.5. So you know that Potential energy is what? Mass times acceleration due to gravity times what? Times height. You've been given all the parameters. So yours is just to manipulate and give us the answers. You decided not to do it. Now, when you come to the other question, the second question, you have very, very interesting parts like the crop, the gizzard, the proventriculus, the kaika or kaisa, and then the cloaca. You didn't mention any of them. Only one person mentioned gizzard. And I'm sure that that person likes chewing gizzard a lot. That's why they mention gizzard. So at the end of everything, this is how we stand. The Salvation Army made a total of 14.5 points. 14.5 points. And Sakumono TWMAJHS made a total of 20.5. 20.5. Oh, clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. So Salvation Army, thank you so much for an academic showdown. The Battle of Brain. I wish you all the best and wait to see you in subsequent competition. Sakumono TWMAJHS, congratulations. You have booked ticket for the next round of the competition. Go and prepare very well and come back stronger. On that note, we do the presentation. So let's do the presentation so that the 9th edition also comes to an end. This day, in the city of Hohoe in the Volta region, one of our fathers, Reverend Dr. Enesna Adulai, is retiring from active service. Papa, thank you so much for all that you have done for us in the Assemblies of God fraternity. Thank you so much for your over 40 years of being a pastor. Thank you so much. May God bless you in all your other endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, thank you for your time. I'll see you next week where another 2 schools will battle it out. Kotobabi 2 TWMA versus Klagon TWMAJHS. My name is Sir Brevat. Thank you for your attention. And may the Lord bless us all. Thank you for your attention. And may the Lord bless us all. Thank you for your attention. And may the Lord bless us all. Thank you for your attention. And may the Lord bless us all. Academic Showdown, the 9th edition has come to a close. The 9th edition has come to a successful close. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Sir Brevat is out.
Tell me, I say I know better. Because right D, I'm a go-getter. Charlie, so I know better. Charlie, you know they say school the be.